Factorio Deathworld Marathon episode 36. We are on Aquillo. We are learning how Aquillo works by trying a bunch of things and them going badly and then kind of iterating and hopefully them going less badly each time until we converge on something that works. Pretty exciting. We've got a bunch of cryo plants. We've got some fuel that we're probably going to revisit. We've got some fluorine. Is this the fluorine? That might be the fluorine. We've got some, ammonia ice stuff happening around the place. The rest of the base is mostly fine. Deathworld noises. The platforms are doing just, whatever they need to. It's fine. I think one of the things that happened in between is we, adjusted some of the requests. So we're now getting all the qualities of holmium that we want and hopefully some more rocket fuel. And then I think those requests are also, stuff should just turn up here. And then we can just go and build things with it. And I did realize a nice thing that, like I realized a while ago that different platforms could have the same request, and so that was an easy way to manage that. I didn't realize you could also give the same request to a cargo landing pad, and so now Hexacube has the exact same request, and so anything we put in here, is there something we want to demonstrate this? Maybe some pumps. Let's add pumps to this. Let's say we want pumps, and we probably want them from Fulgora because we're getting stuff from Fulgora. You just get some pumps from Fulgora, and now back on Aquillo, we are also now requesting them here. So that's a nice way to move things around the place and things that we like a lot. Other planets are mostly pretty fine as well. Fulgora, we were making a whole load of recyclers, but we cut them because we weren't getting the blue chips through to launch rockets. Somewhere over here, are we at least doing this with... We're not even doing this with the tier 3 modules, but they're also not running. Do we have the tier 3 modules sitting around? Maybe we do. Concrete we kind of don't care about, but let's make all the rest of the recyclers and let's turn this back on again so you can get some, because we did put, we're now boxing blue chips here, which that Logibot that just took one is moving to the silo, and then I'm pretty sure we've got a whole pile. Where are they? Where are my... Here are... we've got another 172, so we are pretty happy to be... And then maybe we upgrade these ones as well, whatever, moving on. Fulgora is, doing nice Fulgora things. We're making a bunch of rare quality mole stuff. Gleba has various issues of being full on LDS, so all the smelting has backed up. All the bioflux is backed up, and then on top of that, we've also got an expansion over here that knocked out this. Come on, scroll wheel. We lost a tower over here. This guy is doing a little thing. We're not nearby that, but we did turn off. We are polluting. We got this expansion. There's a couple of other expansions here as well. We're polluting things, pretty normal Gleba stuff, and so we also turned off this crane to attempt to keep the fruits balanced in a way, and that happens on Gleba via... this one, turn the tags back on. This is the coils one, and then the plate outpost, and then the gears outpost, and somewhere in here, there is a box that no longer contains the coils or the gears. We moved the coils and the gears to a different box, and so the signals going out to the patches do not include coils or gears, so that's how we turned those off. And otherwise, we're pretty fine. Novice is also just pretty fine, just getting the science done. We're moving through it. Let's try and figure out how to make a new science on Aquillo. We've got this nice little 80 megawatt power brick that is doing everything we need it to. We still are making far too much ammonia to be able to keep up with the ice platform output, but we've at least got, a bunch of that. It's nice. And then other things that I did in between included faffing around with this nice little... Let's turn off the bots and put this somewhere. This nice little science build that ended up not too complicated, but it is also a nice tiling thing in that we can also just smash more of it on the sides here and the power poles line up and the belts connect and things like that. But I think this is going to be... Yeah, first of all, I don't know if we're going to be able to get enough heat in here, but we can just clip this thing off and move it and put more heat pipes through the middle if we need to. But I think this is also... Oh, yeah, we offset that, it's fine. The reason it's fine is because I think it's also vastly more science than we need, and I don't even know if we need all of this to start with anyway. In fact, maybe we just start with half of this thing. But yeah, pretty standard, although the thing that I am noticing now that we could quite easily do better, not that, do the thing please, is if we used, like, these are all red belts. If we turned these into blue belts, we can move these to one side, move this beacon to one side, and hit each of these science cryo plants with 6 beacons, because we can do the same thing over here as well. So that's going to get us a lot of science. Yeah, this one does just hit this. And I think this is going to be vastly more than I need. So we've got all the heat pipe around the place. We've got, yeah, pipes that we would need to connect, and then things to put ice around the place. But the thing I want to do first is, yeah, forget about actually having this thing. Let's continue to attempt to figure out how much stuff we would need to put into that. In the sense of, what are we looking at? We're looking at, can we can't, so we can get the copy tool, but we can't copy anything out of a blueprint. Okay, fine. Bots are still off. Yeah, grab me this thing and put it here, and then we decided it was going to be able to have 6 beacons. So the thing I want to do is hit it with 6 beacons. Some of these are going to work. Not for... I mean, just to see what kind of rates of stuff we end up looking at is currently the plan. Okay, so that's not going to stay. I also don't know where we're going to put it yet. We can realize that we don't have the beacons. We have 4 rare beacons. Maybe the ones in the middle of this blueprint we can make rare, and the ones on the outside we can make uncommon, and then we would need 3 beacons of each kind. And the question is, what rates of stuff are coming out of this? And what kind of moduling do we want to do? Because I do like the idea of, like, if we did something like this, then we are at -80. Oh yeah, because we could still upgrade these to prod mod 3s as well. So the idea that we've got rare quality beacons, rare quality module effects, rare quality buildings, getting us up to 16% crafting speed, I like that a lot. But also the thing I'm thinking is, with this thing allegedly pushing out 80 megawatts if we need to. Oh yeah, at some point we also need to organize a belt of ice and fuel in a way that's actually not just a couple of chests slapped together. Oh well. Maybe we do actually want this setup, because I mean, how many were we looking at? We were looking at having 8 labs. And by labs I mean cryo plants, and if each of those is 2 megawatts, that's still very comfortably within this 80 megawatt footprint, which we would also be pretty happy to just copy and paste again. There, that's where it fits together. Or even, having said that, what do we go up to? We go up to 4 megawatts? 4 megawatts into 8 labs, and then also some beacons. I think I'm happy with that. So if this is the moduling we're using, I guess it's going to get worse when we swap these out for Prod Mod 3s, but I think this is what we build towards. I think the reason why I wanted to get this was to look at these numbers and say, okay, 4.6 cool fluoro stuff turning into 2.3 hot sauce per thing, and then also 2 ice, and then also 2 lithium, but also 1.12 science. And we're looking at getting this 8 times, except each column... Do I still have the thing over here? I don't. Yeah, these ones really count as 3 because they're rare quality, and then the other ones we're going to do are at uncommon quality, which are going to count as 2. So really this blueprint here, even though it's got 8 chem plants, is 4 columns of 5, more or less, which is 20. This is vastly more. Yeah, we don't even need half of this blueprint yet to keep up with, because this says we're doing, 600 science a minute or 1,000 science a minute or whatnot, but that's with biolab, drain, and productivity and all of that kind of stuff. So I reckon we build 1 copy of this, we figure out what inputs and outputs we need for this. This is going to be vastly larger than the other sciences we currently have, and then we go and extend them as well. Why not? So, if we need to worry about getting these inputs 8 times, although the ones on the outside are only going to get 4 beacons, which is going to look like 0.964. I think we just round some of these inputs up. So we want to get 40 of the cool... Is this the cool lithium brine? Fluoroketone. I mean, let's at least try to pronounce it appropriately. Fluoroketone or whatever. Okay, so 40 is the number we want to hit for fluoroketone, because we currently had that down here doing something, but how fast you're nearly making it that fast. You're making 30... Oh, wait. I was looking at the chlorine consumption. It's 35. This is making 47. We don't need quite that much. What if we had something like this? We're making 30... Oh, wait. Don't we also... The manufacturing only needs to be at half that rate because we get some hot sauce out that we cool down again. So, also interestingly, that's an interesting thing to find out, because I was wondering about how these fluids would work with productivity bonuses, and the answer is they just don't. The recipe, the products are 1 science plaque, 3 units of hot sauce, whereas the building and what it's actually kicking out, that ratio is not taking into account the productivity in the output of hot sauce, which is interesting because I like the way around that is, because it means we don't have to deal with voiding infinite fluids, because there still kind of isn't a way to void infinite fluids other than just like flushing pipes and stuff. Okay, so we don't even need 30, but this guy's got 1 speed module, and if we take the speed module out, then that's not nearly enough. Okay, so I guess you get to keep a speed module, and that's going to be everything we need. 22 fluorine. Are you kicking us out, 22 fluorine? You are not. We wanted to do this kind of moduling. I mean, we could boost this. We could also just connect the other ones that are down here, so I'm not going to worry about that yet. What we're actually going to do is over here. Is this going to fit? Do I have tanks? I have tanks. Let's just start buffering. Heat those things, and then if we also have... yeah. So this isn't going to be... This guy's just going to keep working. Eventually we'll have to worry about not having enough of that, but we also aren't running this yet because we don't have the lithium. This is still novice. This is still novice. We don't care. Okay. And then the next question is this thing. So this is the building that we want to be able to get 40 out of, yeah? because I'm wondering whether or not we can do this with 1 or 2 buildings. Basically, having figured out that we can get enough out for the build we want with this one building, we're just going to leave it there. It's going to be a mess. It's going to be fine. This one isn't going to be here. This one needs to be, I mean, it could do with 30 also. How much power grid are you using? Yeah, 2.5 megawatts, whatever. The other thing that's striking me is on this pattern that we're thinking about doing the science with, we do have these beacons at the top and bottom that are kind of hanging out, which means that, okay, if we swap around these beacons, so we can keep looking at this building with its 3 and 3 rate, these 2 beacons, if they're the ones sitting at the top, what happens if we arrange the hot source cooling in a manner that hits those beacons? We get really close to 40. So I think for this entire build, we also only need 1 cryo plant that's cooling down our hot source. If it's basically this building, with these modules, these 2 beacons, and then that wasn't the button I wanted. I wanted to be looking at this thing, and then yeah, we can put it up the top. We can maybe put it down the bottom. I think like maybe the other 2 pairs we put silos on the other side of this, because this is also going to be what we're launching from here. We're not exactly doing mall stuff here. Okay, also not the button I wanted. I'm enjoying that a lot because that means that we only need 1 of these cryo plants for all of that stuff. Okay, so then we get the holmium, allegedly, and we're getting holmium turning up here, and then, yeah, we haven't put the silos anywhere yet. We still don't know where it's going because we don't know where the science build is going, and we're going to put it next to those beacons. We did have, oh yeah, here is where we aren't making any more cryo plants because we have the things to make refined concrete, but not actually refined concrete. But we do have water here. Why haven't we concreted all of this? This is how we're doing things now. Concrete all the things. There were also some tiles in the middle there that we didn't. I guess they weren't part of the blueprint or whatever. Never mind. What I want to do is, I guess this can go here. We want to be making the concrete at rare quality, and we need one of these things here to make poles at rare quality. We just moved that by 1 and disconnected everything. Cool. We're back, so that's nice. Where is this? Yeah, so we can get the water down here. All of this looks like it's going to lay out fine. We can put the concrete in this box. You need things like so. We can get a bit more rare sticks out because it's nice like that. Oh, wait. We cannot use the usual request chest patterns because we need to sneak some heat pipe in here. So, move this thing 1 out to the side, move this thing 1 out to the side. And now we can... Still not quite... Yeah, we have to reposition this pole again, but it's fine. But now we can drive heat pipe through most of this and get... Yeah, that looks like it's going to do what it needs to. Here is a place we can have this underground pipe and this underground pipe, and then we can just continue making a mess in this spot and not really mind. And now we in fact cannot, I mean, we can speed module this, and we can, these are modules that we will all get back once we've finished building these things. And the same with this. Why are you gonna, oh, because you want to go this way around. Okay, so now the rest of these materials will get turned into, yeah, I've got stuff, you have these things. The rest of these materials will get turned into our rare concrete, of which we only have enough blue chip. Oh no, there's stuff in here as well. 2 copies there. We're going to get like another 5 or 6, which, and we've already got another 7. This is a number of cryo plants that makes me happy. Okay, and then the next thing I wanted to do, because we've got to figure out somewhere to turn this holmium into lithium, and it has to start from this landing cargo pad because that's where it's going to arrive. Can I? Yes, I appear to have enough cargo space to be able to move this one over here, or at least, you know, put more of these things over here. Do we still have Hexacube is no longer in orbit? Yeah, I was wondering about whether or not any of these guys are dragging around. You don't have any more cargo extender things. You've got some cargo bays, which I think we would like to get here to be able to make... Do we actually need to? Maybe we don't need to. Who knows? Whatever. The reason I wanted to free up this space is because I was wondering about the possibility of going... Oh, wait. Yes. These buildings and maybe these modules. Is it here? Is that where... No. Back here. With a long-handed extender so that we can run heat pipe through all of this, although we're going to have to do it carefully because fluids... Actually, wait. We want this recipe. And it has different fluids, and I'm wondering whether... Because we've got the rare version, the uncommon version, and the basic-ass version, and we need all of these. We need the rare and uncommon lithium for the rare science, which is also why we need to be getting, yeah, all this rare ice stuff. Are you filled up again? You are. Yeah, okay. We just would like to keep this going. It doesn't really matter. And then the rest of this ice, yeah, we can just actually, this recycler here, are you still just recycler 2s? I'm pretty sure we had 3s. The question is ice something that we're going to bother... Oh yeah, here's the thing we're currently thinking about building at the moment. Are 3s something that's worth it? Never mind. This is a recycler that's recycling stuff. Anything that's normal gets recycled back in, and in particular we have all of this lithium plate that we picked up from the basic rocks that were just on these islands when we got here, and we have literally zero use for lithium plate at normal quality. We need to do the science stuff, which needs lithium plate, which we will be doing at quality. Running out of... Turret on Hexacube just ran out of ammunition? Okay, it's fine. Oh wait, Hexacube is in Aquillo. Give me the cargo bays. Is there anything else I particularly want? Not a whole lot. It's going to come back with more stuff later. Yeah, whatever. I'm sure we'll be fine. You can just truck around a bit more. Yeah, so we can extend that space. Yeah, so we will upgrade all of this plate to some kind of useful plate. We will continue to make ice. Any other ice we grab... This is actually the thing we wanted from Hexacube, wasn't it? It was more ice. Because we are currently... We also need an ammonia sink of some kind. Did you have more ice? No, you sent us all the ice. Fine. Moving on. Okay, so we're upgrading a bunch of stuff. That's fine. Yeah, so we need 2 kinds of lithium for science, and then we need another kind of lithium for this process, for which it is not worth getting quality holmium to turn into quality lithium because it just goes out as a fluid anyway. But I don't think I like these 2 here. Because, actually, wait, what do we... How much lithium do we need? Also, there's no productivity bonus in this yet, so let's adjust this with some kind of productivity bonus we will be happy with. And we're getting 2.3 lithium out, of which we need... like 2.8, 2.9-ish. So this is nearly enough. In fact, if we gave the speed module 3s, this might be enough. If we gave this another speed module here, we could also give it a beacon, but the thing I'm talking myself into is I don't want to, like, these guys can disappear. This is the process which we are redoing, but I think what I want to do is have furnaces further away and have these cryoplants further away, and yeah, these guys are going to need to filter. Holmium regular quality, and then I think well, let's do it over here. Does this also mean that we can... Which direction do we want that going? Things that are unclear. Yeah. Holmium at uncommon. Holmium at rare quality. And so now we've got rare inserters filtered to... Yeah, rare inserters filtered to objects of rare qualities and some interesting looking icons. If we do... this... Okay, we can't actually test... Okay, we're going to have to test this by connecting the heat pipe. Yes, this insert is putting things on the correct side of the belt. So if we do this, we can get a belt of the two kinds of holmium we want, which is nice. The lithium brine is here. We need it generally here. So that's pretty accessible. And then the only other thing it's doing... This doesn't need the lithium brine. This is the only process that's actually using this pipe of stuff. Which means I am inclined to just fully nab that pipe and bring it over here. Because, yeah, this other pipe will just leave here. We'll let these guys run out of their lithium and these guys process whatever, and we'll have some things left around there. It's fine. We will eventually get to... Oh, yeah. Redo this with different modules and set recipes and qualities. And then connect this here. Yeah, I'd actually like these guys to move one to the side, and then all of this also move one to the side, so that we can get some heat pipe through here. And we've got one of the things we need. And then ammonia was also over here, for which we are making fuel. This we are going to redo with cryoplants as well. I'm just wondering if we can just judiciously blast this thing. Concrete, please. Landfill, all of this stuff. And then... Yeah, there's a spot that things fit. We've left a small amount of space there. I mean, this wanted to be a long-term plan, but now it's just looking more like a mess. Am I okay with that? Also, we kind of need this to go here if this plan is going to work. But one of the ideas is, can we just jump this lithium under everything over here and also just put it in the process? And the answer is yeah, because we just need to thaw that belt. So I'm not super happy with the amount of heat, like the distance from heating towers is also a little bit of a concern. But we do now have a tank that we are at some rate, which is the rate we decided we needed. I'm filling with stuff, which is cool, because we do have... Yeah, like this recipe takes one kind, spits out another kind. We don't want to accidentally fill up with the hot sauce, so we would actually like to find pumps, which were... Oh, now we're going to get another delivery of pumps. Oh, well, whatever. Pumps here. Like so. And then circuit condition this so that we only top up to, say, 16,000 hot sauce. And so now this is the tank that we can connect science builds to. And we will always have space in this tank for the output of these science builds to kick out their hot sauce. And then... yeah, that'll go on around in a loop. We'll top it up with this other source. That's going to be fine. And then... I mean, this is also not very... This is making... Products are 50, so if we slowed you... Oh no, the products are 50, but it's like a 10-second recipe, yeah. So 5 a second, which we have sped up a whole bunch. These guys don't actually need very much, except we've also sped these up a bunch. The direction I'm going with this is we're still quite a long way from figuring out how and where the science works, and so these two, in fact, we can just have a large volume of this stuff that we buffer. Because the thing that we are still not actually sustaining is... Oh, wait. What were... You're making 3 a second. You need 0.44. You, in that case, can be more aggressively moduled 1.5 to 0.4. Does that mean that we can just straight up go 0.65 lithium out into 0.4 needed? I think that means that we are... Now, let's do it. Let's do it like this. That is going to be the lithium build that we do. We're making basic lithium to make this fluid, and then the thing we are not sustaining is this amount of fluorine. But we're also going to buffer various kinds of fluids, and we won't have to worry about this guy being short for quite a while because we're not even using this yet. Okay. The next... Oh yeah, we're going to actually figure this out, won't we? We've got a belt of stuff here. We need the same 2 fluids, but then we also need to cook this into plates. Do we... And then... Like, what rate are you guys going at? 0.47? We do have beacons. So, if we were to say... Oh, you know what we should do? Let's just quickly flush some ammonia, having talked about wanting an ammonia sink. Oh, do we also have some cubes that we can move over to... This is some kind of automation, isn't it? It's just like the Stardew Valley thing of, you know, time to water the plants, time to throw the ice cubes into the recycler. Yes, that's right. I was thinking about these guys. That's why we concreted all that stuff. And then also thinking about being able to beacon things, maybe. Although we still have to get all the heat pipes through them, and it's going to be a mess. And this is another of the things where we are... mostly just gonna slap down some beacons to think about ratios. Oh hey, someone turned up. Is that Becky? Maybe it's Becky. Is it Becky? Hey, Becky. What speed are we at? And if we had some lithium, what rates would we be getting lithium out? 1.27 lithium from 1 beacon and 4 of these things. And we need 1.27. That's... because we're having 4 of these, it's super close to only needing 2 beacons. Where you not? Oh yeah, because these ones are in the middle of the ones that... Yeah, 1.6, 1.2. I mean, that's going to be... I think I might be happy enough with that being the rate at which we feed plates in, because it's still... Yeah, we're still going to figure out the ice as well. And then we can upgrade these beacons if we need to later. 1.6 and 1.27... yeah, that adds up to 2.8, which is going to be really close to 4 times this. Okay. Oh, and also one of these things is the outside version that has fewer beacons on it. So yeah, that's going to be the plan. We're going to figure out how to get 2 of... So also, this means we need to get 1.36, 1.07, like 2.5 roughly. Roughly 2.5. So this guy is... Yeah, if we're getting 2.5 rare lithium out to keep the rest of the downstream science happy, I don't think I need lithium for anything else. If there is, then we'll just deal with that later. We're just going to build a science at the moment and not worry about it. This moduling is in fact fine, and we could even maybe have more productivity. 2.3? That's... Yeah, 2.4, that's super close to what we need, isn't it? Like this, one of these, it's looking a whole lot like one of these cryo plants into 2 of these electric furnaces. And then we've got to figure out how to get beacons on the furnaces, but also heat pipe. But otherwise, I think that is a reasonable plan. Why are you... Oh, the quality doesn't show up in the little recipe rate calculation thing to the bottom right. It's fine. Okay. And then we need... So you need 4 lithium brine. Then we need 24, 7... Why? Oh, because we've not got... 2.39, 4 megawatts each. I think I would like... I mean, 27% productivity, still pretty nice. 2.7 megawatts, a thing I am happy with. Yeah, what was I looking at? 18.3, 4.8. So we're looking at, in the neighborhood of 40 lithium brine overall. How much are we making? 4... We need... There's no other lithium vents there, are there? And there's probably some somewhere else. So maybe we're beaconing these as well. But I think the thing we're going to do at the moment, in the same way, is just go, hey, for the while that we're not actually tapping this particularly hard, let's also be just buffering this. I see no downsides. How are we gonna... I mean, that piece of heat pipe might have been the downside. How do we get... I guess we just go... Meh. But once we've done that, let's put another tank here. Yeah, we'll fill this pump up. We'll fill this up. We can pump out of it later, can't we? Not quite. Those are at maximum extension. Okay, things to not worry about yet. And... yeah, so how are we going to get... We've got this space that we can use, because we were just using that to beacon stuff to figure out where everything could go. And don't we have... We have more ice, we have more... Oh, that was the wrong button. We have more of these cargo landing bays that we can't quite fit around the place, but we also don't necessarily need, whatever. Ice... Are we getting a decent amount of... We've got a whole lot of uncommon ice, not much rare ice. That's to be somewhat expected. What is... Oh yeah, this is when we had more of the other... Yeah, whatever. Flushed that as well. Great. Let's... Did we get all of these guys done? Yes, but we've also... I mean, we could recycle this concrete up to rare to get more cryo chambers, but I don't think we need to, because we've got another 18 of them. That's nice. I like that. Wait, what are we doing with this area now? I don't think we're doing anything with this area, which means I think we are largely done with steel and the iron, and there's a bit of, oh yeah, there's a bit of concrete. We ended up with running out of blue chips. Completely acceptable. Okay, because I just wanted to see if we could recover some of, not that. Oh, actually, yes, this as well. Because these are the pipes, because we have turned off... yeah, get rid of that. We have turned off this lithium processing because we are expecting to do this with... Why? Oh, the transit's actually through here. We can get rid of all of these now. And we can get rid of this stuff. Yeah, because making... Maybe we want to put the stuff in boxes so we can manage that as well. Yeah, getting all of this stuff into a slightly simpler position. And, yeah, freeing up all of... Okay, let's put all that lithium back. That's... Oh, we actually stopped because we filled the boxes. I think we consider that acceptable, yeah. Because we're going to need to get other things into and out of this silo as well, probably. So saving this area, probably pretty nice. Yeah, these tanks are eventually going to fill up or something. Yeah, let's get the rest of... Yeah, we had a bunch of concrete because we want to concrete all this area. Let's concrete all of this. It's going to be fine. We've got this belt. And we've got... These two machines we want to get it into. These don't need beacons. These do need beacons. We then need to put the science somewhere, which might also be further up here because we don't need that much landfill because we've got these already. And we have hopefully more landfill. Yeah, we've got a bit more landfill. Keep going with that. That's nice. Okay. Let's get an underground in here, and I don't think... I mean, this is... Yeah, it was just these three things. Wild. Okay. This extends all the way to here. Nope. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how long-term this build is. And it's going to be... at least long-term enough to get a whole lot of science done, because we are... I guess if we leave space for beacons, although how do we heat a beacon that we put in there? What rate do you need stuff? 0.36. So we could actually move each of the guys to the side by one tile, do this with a long-handed inserter, and now we can get long-handed inserters in here and heat into the middle if we want to beacon these guys later. So I like to... This is actually in the wrong... This is in the wrong place because we moved it. These guys need to be here. Which is fine. Problems... we can address. We need power somewhere as well. Also not an issue. This guy isn't powered yet. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, I've got holmium in my inventory. So I think also... yeah, we've got to figure out how to get these beacons somewhere. It's landfill this, concrete all of this. Landfill, not much of this because it's not going to keep... Oh, okay, it's costing us the easily landfillable space, and then we get the worst space. Oh, well. So we need to get the fluids in here as well. Could we? Do we need this space? Can we move this down? Put the power pole in a different place. Put the heat pipe in a different place. Flip these like so. we would need one of these to be further away so that we could go underground pipe to here and then also be able to get more pipes in, for example, like so. But I think that still works because we can still beacon both of these buildings later, which was the only thing we were saving that space for anyway. So, continuing with that plan, yeah, these guys over here. Okay, we are now eating into the beacon space, aren't we? I don't know if we are going to want to beacon those. Wait, how do we... This would have to just run straight through. Okay, so here's a space for a beacon. If we are reserving a beacon space later, we can just do that. And then I'm also talking myself into that being as far as that heat pipe goes. But then we can't run heat pipe across here because the theoretical beacon is in the way. Cool. Oh wait. The other fluid we want is here. We can get it in by doing this. But then how do we... We would still be eating into the beacon space to heat all this stuff, which I don't like. I mean, we are going to need... What are you doing? Oh, you are... Yeah, you can go over here. We won't need to see you yet. And then these beacons we're kind of done with. This is kind of a planning build space that we don't necessarily need. I accidentally deleted some concrete there. Is that true? That's not quite true, because we still need to think about ice and stuff like that. Yeah, this started with, hey, let's leave a lot of space, and then turned into, oh, we're just gonna... Wait, we don't even want to go that way. We want to go over here, because the fluid we've got is literally right here. Like, this is the fluid that we want to get as soon as we also defrost these pipes. Let's get power in here somehow. And this is apparently a place where we're putting... I think this still works. Because I'm kind of setting this up for the ammonia being over here, because that's kind of where we're doing the fuel anyway. And a belt running more or less on this line into where we've got this power plant. I think that somewhat works. Why don't you have ammonia? Because we didn't actually connect this pipe, but we can do. It's actually pretty easy. Why don't you run? I guess because you've got nowhere to put outputs. I'm not... Oh, because you are, in fact, frozen. That is the other good reason why an Aquillo building will not run. Okay, we've fixed that. I don't think we care about the space. I've talked myself out of putting a beacon here. If we want beacons, we can put them, like, on either side or something else. It's fine. We are not going to worry about it. Are you also... You are not powered. Yeah, have some power, and now we've got the stuff. And now we can also just continue to run that heat pipe across. Yeah, we are spreading this out a lot, aren't we? But we also hypothesized... Where can this fit? Can we jump this entire gap? We can. Because if we are running a belt of ice and fuel through here, as is the plan... Let's just make sure these hit max range and then heat them all. This one isn't going to be at max range because if we put a heat pipe here, we can also heat the belt that goes into it. Basically, these are some spaces that we can have some heating towers just in the middle of this thing, like here. That will be adding the heat that we need as soon as we figured out how to do that, and then we just need to put... yeah. Do I have space for this in my inventory? No. Cool. This here... these guys here, throw the fuel in the boxes, and we have not actually fixed anything because those guys are still frozen, but now we have heat added in a couple of places that will hopefully keep everyone toasty. And then we want... these guys have got heat, these guys have got heat. Let's double box this as well, because we want to get some of this stuff out. This box is the one we limited. Mostly that was just for tidying up the inventory. I don't actually care about that stuff, but I did want to make sure that we... oh yeah, these two boxes were full, weren't they? We cannot leave them yet. Yeah, we're fine. Power grid is fine. Ammonia flush. Ice juggle. We have done the basic garden maintenance. Yeah, because now we've got these two boxes. We can have... I mean, we could actually just have... could we have fast inserters in here going into these two guys? I don't really see any downsides. Like, we can heat them all. How many... oh yeah. Maybe we should power all of this stuff. And then I think we're going to do... maybe the exact juggle again? Because we also have... yeah, we also have these giant piles of lithium that we have already processed, that we would like to not necessarily process as much, but that's going to help keep all of that tidy. Okay. Just going to do the same thing, because why not? And then we said we wanted 2 beacons on all of this. We have lined this up in a way that isn't going to be super easy to get the 2 beacons on this, but whatever. We actually don't need to put those there, do we? We can go here. How are we going to effectively unload both of these? Interesting questions. Yeah, that diagonal is also a little bit ugly, isn't it? Maybe we do... okay. Yeah, okay. I think we... oh no, those ones are full, weren't they? Never mind. We're going to jump over the heat pipe on this side, which is going to put the boxes a little further away. These were still limited, but also means we can get the heat pipe underneath. I've got all of the rare stuff that I don't necessarily want. Relimit, and then... why don't I have... should I not have a whole lot? I do have a whole lot. I do have a whole lot of uncommon lithium plate. Yeah. Okay. So that space is tidied somewhat. These buffers are tidied also somewhat. We are working through our backlog. Ships are turning up and giving us stuff, which is cool. We have plugged in actually most of the stuff we need for the science. Right? Like, science is... okay, so we need to get this fluid over here somewhere. That will break if we move things in that direction. I was thinking about getting heat pipe over here, but I don't think we need to do... oh no, yeah, I don't think we need to do that, because we can run... not quite, but close to getting And then we can keep this warm, and we can keep our storage facilities warm, which isn't a thing we need to do, but it's a thing we're going to do. And then you can take your fuel from a different place so that we can get heat pipe through here. Yeah, so what is... This is a funny thing I noticed. This hot source temperature is 180 degrees Celsius. This storage tank is frozen. This heat pipe, yeah, I think it's not easy to see because of how close this heating tower is, but the heat pipe that defrosts this tank can be much cooler than the 180 degrees Celsius that the fluid inside the tank is. So that's, I mean, I guess the tanks are really good insulators. So we've got kind of enough space for a science build here. We need the cool stuff, but we were going to cool that next to the science build anyway. I think we need to look at ice type things. In that, how much of this did we need? We wanted... We've got to defrost all of these to get the science recipe back, and then remember how we were going to beacon it. Was it that? 1.12? Maybe? Maybe it was this? It was not that much. I think maybe it was whatever. Decisions we have already made that we can make again at some other point. Yes, 0.77, because I remember us needing a bit over 2.8 plate for 4 of these things. The thing is, 2.3 ice. 2.3 ice is a concern, because down here, even when we are, we need an ammonia dump, and even when we are doing this ice juggle, which is maybe one of the reasons why we're clearing space out of here to be able to get all this ice out of this, we are still only making 5 ice cubes a second, of which 16% of them, okay, it's close to 16%, but it's not quite 16% are quality. The idea of this 16% is the ratios of one quality level to the next are 16%. So we should have 16%. No, for every uncommon ice cube in here, we should find that there are 16% of them, 16% as many of the next tier. But that doesn't mean that this building spits out 16% of uncommon, because then it would be, 16 compared to 84, which is a much larger... Yeah, so basically we don't have 16% of ice cubes coming out. We've got less than that. But also 16% of 5 is much less than 2.3, and it's much less than 8 times 2.3 that we need to be able to have the full science build that we want. So that is, we're going to need to design an ammonia dump, aren't we? Because if we have too much ice, we can just recycle the ice out into nothing. It's fine. Can we? Can we? I want to find out if we can dump the ice back in the ocean. This is a thing that works just fine on Vulcanus. Yeah, give me some basic ice cubes. No. So we can throw metal back into the lava lakes in Vulcanus, but we can't drop ice cubes in the ocean. Which is fine, because it just means we recycle trash them anyway. That was always the alternative. These things, not the landfill. We do not want to recycle away the landfill to get quality landfill. Thank you. Yeah, we want to be able to have some way to dump ammonia, and I guess that's where the rocket fuel can come in, and also get a whole lot more ice cubes out. Maybe from space. Maybe we are doing an ice cube upgrade in space thing. This I'm pretty happy with. Can we use this space? Maybe we can use this space. This is, oh yeah, there's, oh, we haven't done we were going to put these modules in here like so. This was going to be the pump jack moduling we go with. And I'm wondering if this guy's kind of in the way. Expected resource 12%. What quality is this thing like? 129% versus... I mean, let's just not build over one of the not very many resources we have. Let's try and figure out how to make that guy work. Because the thing I was thinking about is... yeah, we're making the solid fuel. Base is kind of dead. Oh yeah, because the only thing we were doing was smelting this stuff and making this ice. Nothing else is really running because we're still trying to... I guess this dude is running. We were still trying to figure out how to make the rest of this work. We're going to do this... Yeah, we're going to redo the... solid fuel with cryo chambers, but then also it struck me that solid fuel into... Yeah, solid fuel into ammonia. This solid fuel is already 12 megajoules. And the rocket fuel recipe takes 10 of that and spits out a fuel that is 100 megajoules. So even as an ammonia sink, and this is going to sink a ton of ammonia, which is probably a thing I want, we're going to need some ice for water as well, but we're not going to worry about that yet. We need at least 20% productivity for this to even be a positive energy thing over the solid fuel. But we've already got that because we've got some of the rocket fuel text done already. Oh, actually, I wonder if... Novice probably has a pile of... Oh yeah, it's gone off. Let's get that Gleba science doing something. Yeah, let's just push through all that Gleba science. I wonder how long... Yeah, some of these only have 7 minutes left. Yeah, we've got a lot of science that's about to go off, but we're hopefully going to use it. Yeah, we're already dumping. Some of it has gone off in the chests and on the belts. Oh, well, but we have set these guys to spoiled first. So the science that's going to be left in the chest for longer is hopefully the stuff that will, yeah, have a better chance of... Yeah, we're going to use that within the next 7 minutes. It's going to be fine. Why are we not... Oh, no, we are. We are short on... We're short on the agricultural science, and it's getting in there. We are generally pretty happy with that. Yeah. Things about using Gleba science while we have Gleba science. So yeah, and then I think this is also still 6.4 solid fuel per second, 3.2 solid fuel needed. So this is kind of a 1 to 2 recipe. And there might be a nice way of getting all of this lining up with the heat pipes and the pipes, because we also have ammonia as a common thing, and then this is also exactly where we want this belt of fuel to be. Yeah, this is... Oh wait, yeah, let's make sure that we have... Oh wow, that was more rocket fuel than I wanted, but at least we are now full on rocket fuel in several places. We're fine. Yeah, because we're just making sure we have all of the rocket fuel. I think this one might be more annoying than these guys. Do we also need to go back to Gleba and worry about keeping it safe? Apparently not. Apparently, I mean, the whole LDS thing is still a problem, and then these guys have automatically kicked off again because we are making fruit from... We are making jelly... Well, we're making bacteria from fruit. That's, yeah, also going to make the pollution worse. But yeah, I was going to go back to Gleba and zoom out and see if we can... Is this... That's not a new expansion, it would have been... Yeah, we're not super worried about that yet. Okay, fine. Okay, we now think about how all of these guys might plug together in a nice way. I did want to have a quick little catch up with Vulcanus. We're probably not going to see Greg today, but I just wanted to like look at the modules and see that it's still running and look at the purple science, and yeah, quite short of red chips. We're researching epic quality because it's something that takes Gleban science but not purple science, because that's what we happen to have at the moment. Let's actually line up some other helpful space and defense stuff as well that doesn't use purple science. We're going to have to do something about this later, and in preparation for that, I think a thing we drop is, yeah, we have in the paste buffer from Novice the cliff explosives little build thing, which we can put, I don't know, somewhere, kind of anywhere. Do we have... We do not have Assembler 3s sitting around, but also we kind of don't need Assembler 3s. I'm pretty sure we've got Assembler 2s sitting around. Oh wait, this request went in. We don't want the blue chips, we don't want the grenades, all the uranium we don't have here. The explosives we have to look at in a moment. Yeah, we don't actually need these, but thanks for your enthusiasm. The thing we do need is grenades. So let's set that up here with the bots as well. And then let's make sure this box requests coal. Yeah, 50 coal, whatever. And then also maybe 20 iron plate. Do we have... I don't know if we have a sufficient amount of these in the network. And then this should just run. And I reckon we fill this up because Vulcanus has got... yeah, wrong map thing. Vulcanus... we were already in the map, has a lot of cliffs that we're going to want to get out of the way if we want to do stuff with this space. So let's find somewhere we can put some explosives. There's water and gas in here by the plastic, but there's also water and gas in here. And, oh yeah, some of these rocks drop sulfur as well, don't they? Never mind, we're not going to worry about that. Can we have... And the answer is actually kind of no. Because we would need this to be... Yeah, this is going to make sulfur, except I don't think we have any chem plants. I think we need... oh no, we don't have chem plants. We will have to use rare quality chem plants instead. Because, yeah, we've got a... not cut, just copy. We've got a little gas thing over here, which we could put... Is there... There's no good. Because we're putting the water in a different... Yeah, all of that is slightly messy. Never mind. Yeah, we would have to bring... There's the place that I said there's no good, and that's why that's no good. Good job remembering. And then we are going to want... Is this a... Yeah, chemical plant rare. I think maybe we just move this forwards. Oh no, we can... This is going to be fine. Because if these two guys are making our explosives, I was like, how do we get our water in here? And the answer is the water is just right there. It's fine. So, bunch of inserters. We are not rare quality, which is good. Yeah, you put on a belt. You guys take from belts, and then long inserters over here. Put you guys in a box like so, get some belt, run this through here, and this should put this box we are going to turn into a request box, and then yeah, we want to have two different things here. We want to use filter for sulfur, because I don't know if we've got sulfur in the rest of the network, but I would like it to not be. I don't think I need sulfur for anything else here. And then this one we're going to filter to coal, and then we request both the... Okay, yeah, we can actually pick a thing up because we are not there. We just told bots to, yeah, accidentally clear a thing, but it's fine, they'll bring it back. So let's module these as well, because why not? Let's get some rare speed module 2s in here as well. We did not get the iron in here either. Here's some coal that's being supplied off a train. We could put a thing... I think we're going to put the coal further down here because it's kind of close to where we're going. Yeah, that's a good amount of coal to be putting in the network, and then somewhere over this is the iron. That's also going to put an amount of iron in the network. I'll probably should have used, yeah, let's use this foundry instead, because this one is the one that's more likely to be working to support them all. So now we have, in theory, we have everything we need. Yeah, let's also rare speed module these guys, because we've got them, why not? We're going to have, leaving that unlimited, we are going to get a whole lot of cliff explosives. Other things we're going to set up in Fulgora to kick things into the long grass is, here's a pattern that is upgrading a bunch of recyclers, and we have copied that to do a thing with the long-handed inserters, which is requesting a couple of long-handed inserters. We're going to trash them all. Oh yeah, we're not going to have any... at some point this will get built. We'll just get one delivered here rather than delivered to this build here. Yeah, we're going to have a way to upgrade a bunch of long-handed inserters. Okay, I was kind of hoping that you would deliver this one instead. Whatever, I guess it could have been an uncommon. Yeah, you will request you again later. We get this thing built first, please. And we're going to do the same thing for fast inserters as well. And then, in a potentially aggressive maneuver, we are going to grab ourselves an upgrade planner and go from long-handed and fast inserters to rare long-handed and fast inserters, and we are going to, on Fulgora, just sweep the entire base. So we're upgrading all these inserters. We're going to eventually recycle all of these kinds of inserters. These two recyclers are here so we can put this request for recyclers back. Just two thanks. And, okay, cool. We did get... I had to downgrade another assembler. I think we downgraded the rare poles assembler to get another assembler 3, so we can give this all the quality modules at once. We're just going to let that go. That's going to... We were already making rare inserters somewhere over here. Yeah, over here from the logistics network. But now we've got a way of also upgrading all of the existing inserters, and that's also... I mean, I think we had... Yeah, we've got inserters over here as well. So we are going to be... Yeah, Fulgora is just going to be fine for a while. We're going to do a similar thing in... Yeah, we're going to do a similar thing in Vulcanus eventually as well. And yeah, let's get this fuel vent going. I have kicked around a couple of patterns that I liked. I'm not sure that it's going to be super interesting to be doing the annoying fiddly bits in an episode, but let's figure out where this can go. Which one is the oil? I think it can go here. I think that's good. Yeah, and we have figured out a way to get some heating towers in the middle of this thing. There's some ice cubes here as well. Let's actually just see if we can get some heat in this. And this is our plan to vent a whole pile of ammonia. 500 ammonia from each of these rocket fuel assemblers, another 300 ammonia in here. We need to get the... Yeah, we need a bunch... Oh, here's the fuel. Yeah, you get warm so we can see where everything is going, because this is kind of a tiling build, and in fact I think we just want to straight up go hey, grab all of this thing. And we can't overlap the chem plants, I don't think. You need 10... Wait, yeah, 52 water, 57... Yeah, getting more... In fact, we probably could just go... 108. Okay, I think with that, I am happy then overlapping the chem plants as well. But then we've got to tidy up some of this stuff. Yeah, and I think we might also... Yeah, there are parts that I need. We need these guys. I'm keeping an eye on epic quality, but it also doesn't seem to have moved. Because we don't want to unlock epic quality yet. Oh, it's because we're out of Gleba science. Did any of it expire? I think this is all old expiry. Okay, fine. I guess we're going back to things that don't need Gleba science, which is this bot thing. And then let's... Yeah, oh wait, we also needed purple science for that as well. Cool. So... yeah, things are generally gross over there. Okay. Is this built? Is this connected? So what have I done here? How is this working and or optimal in any way? Okay, first of all, we're going to need to go underneath here to connect this ice cube line to this other... This belt doesn't actually need to be unfrozen. All it's doing is forcing a side load so that the fuel can go on the opposite side of this thing. These two heat exchangers are taking rocket fuel from this belt, which will also have ice on it. In fact, this is exactly the belt that we want to put in. In fact, here would be exactly the rocket fuel buffer that we are trying to figure out where this belt will go. So all of that stuff can disappear. This heating tower is in fact, yeah, and we can run this in here as well. And then wait, do we have... Yeah, we've got a temperature control on this thing, probably. Temperature less than 800. Temperature is only 400. Okay. Because we can use that interface as well. Why are you not... Oh, because... Okay, in that case... one of... Somewhere, I just want to copy a long-handed version of this thing so that we can put long-handed thing there so that this guy can turn and we can throw a heat pipe in there. And now we have, if we actually connect up this ammonia stuff, we will have the belt that we wanted with the rocket fuel on the other side. I think I'm still okay with that. The next thing we need to do is figure out... Okay, so we haven't actually connected the pipes yet. Many things are still not quite in play, and I'm picking up a whole lot of rocket fuel here that I don't really want, but whatever. Yeah, continue flushing this, move this ice around as well. Actually, this was silly because this is the next thing we're about to replace. But yeah, the thing that I was going to talk about that we have in fact not talked about is... Yeah, so we've got this direct insertion thing going. I was faffing around quite a bit, figuring out places where all these heat pipes can go to make this thing kind of minimal and also nice. And then we've got a moduling which is taking a lot of energy out. We're not really worrying about productivity. I mean, we could have another productivity in this one, couldn't we? I think I would be happy doing 2.85 megawatts, fine. And now we've got 48% productivity, sure. And we're using 10 solid fuel per second for each of these, and this thing makes 24, so there's a little bit left over to kick it into this heating tower. But the thing I was realizing is, yeah, these ones, because we're not near power grid, I don't think we need to be worrying about all that much fuel. and I still don't know whether or not this is actually a thing to be concerned about or not. This can join over here, and then we're heating things in different ways, and then, yeah, we're just going to connect these pipes up. But the thing is, we do want to do this as an overflow setup. Oil is this one. Let's put this not there. Let's put this here. And then we can get heat pipe in here. I think we should... This heating tower does it need to connect? I don't think it does. I think it's fine there. And then that's why that exists. And we have connected the oil to this thing? Yes. And then we just need to connect the ammonia in a... Oh, you've made a mess here as well. In a manner that is an overflow, because we don't want to be dumping... Like, we don't want to just give all our ammonia to this system, because this will dump over... over the speed of one pump. This is 1,200. We need more than 2 pumps kicking into this thing. Or, because we have... We still have all of this stuff, and we have the rare pipe, don't we? Yeah, we have rare pipe. Do we have some... We have some rare iron somewhere, don't we? This stuff. Yeah, okay. So, new plan. We are just going to make some rare engines just fast. Rare. Please do quickly. And how many are we going to make? Oh, we're going to need the rare gears first. Acceptable. Rare gears. That's like way more than we needed, wasn't it? Rare engines, because this will let us get some rare pumps. In fact, engines, we can just go right to this now, can't we? I don't think I've got anything else I'm doing with the rest of these rare gears, so I think we might just blast. I mean, but how many rare pumps do I need? Whatever. We're getting this many rare pumps, and then all of that other rare stuff can just go back in here, which we might get around to using for another silo or something. But now we've got, yeah, because one of the problems with trying to do this multi-pump interface thing is if we try and have more than 2 pumps in a row, we can't put them in the same fluid network because we can't heat this pump in the middle. So we're going to go... how are we heating this whole thing is a question. This all... Gross. Things that are getting worse. And then we want a couple of tanks. And this is getting worse all the time. That was probably always going to be the case. And then we want to tie both of these pipes to a tank and say only if we are venting... I don't know, let's make sure everyone has enough and then just also keep running. Do that, and then we've got to get... all of this is just really badly placed, isn't it? This was supposed to be things getting better. It is not necessarily things getting better. We can go here, we can get out here, and then we also need to put ice cubes in here somehow. That is still a thing that needs to happen. I would like just to be able to connect... Kind of didn't matter because it was connected here as well. Okay, so we have water. Yes, because we need to put ice cubes on this belt. So this, other than... do we have any ice cubes yet? Have any more ice cubes turned up? No. Let's grab these ice cubes. Actually, let's, yeah, just do this. We'll get a bunch of ice cubes. And we should be able to test that this thing works. This one in the middle needed more speed mods, didn't it? It is currently not keeping up, and 650 kilowatts, you know, whatever. Let's connect this heating tower this side as well, just to help move all this heat around. Yeah, I think also all these heating towers that are in the middle of builds just providing heat could all be common instead of rare. I don't think we're necessarily using the fact that these guys are an extra 60% better at providing heat. Did we... I think that worked. Products finished 11, products finished 13. These guys are all getting stuff done. We are fine with that. Okay. So we need to put ice cubes over here, and yeah, for that I came up with, while I was mucking around with, oh yeah, that was another thing, wasn't it? We need to get solid fuel. We need to get, this guy could use any kind of fuel, it's got solid fuel, but we also specifically need solid fuel down here. Maybe do we just worry about that later, but we could also have... Where, though? Where does this actually fit, is the question. Do we need... I don't think we need this heat pipe. We could also not worry about it and just keep running this thing. And as long as there's a way to get the ice cubes in, and I think we're going to be able to manage that, because I think we're putting the next ice cubes we want over here as well, and for this I also was faffing around for ages, worrying about ratios and stuff like that, and also had a brainwave. So, do we want... Can I just move all of this stuff? How about we don't do this anymore? Also not really surprised. Anyway, can we pick up all of this, and then can we get rid of this whole thing? Okay, cool. We have this thing built. The reason why this was tricky... Oh yeah, we actually need to get heat in from here somewhere as well, don't we? Is this actually all... There might be some gaps underneath this thing that are not fully landfilled yet. But we had some weird ideas that we decided we were going to kick out. Specifically... Let's just concrete the rest of the stuff reflexively for no particular reason. Yeah, I was thinking we need to recycle all this ice up to something good, right? And we were getting a bunch of ice out, we were trying to recycle some of it, and then I thought, what if we tried to recycle a pile of... Yeah, what if we tried to quality module this cryo chamber so that a pile of the ice was coming out? And... if we just do that, we get 32% quality, which is amazing, but also only like a couple, like 9 ice a second. That's still not great. We're still losing a bunch of speed. But then it struck me that, what if we speed moduled the cryo chambers with quality, which sounds like a terrible idea, but this takes us up to 40 ice per second, and then we go from quality about, like, what was it, 32 down to 26, so we're losing... some small part of our quality, yes, but the rate at which the ice cubes are coming out of this thing at quality is significantly greater. So, yeah, let's look at, what, 40 ice cubes a second, of which a bit less than a quarter. So this is giving us 10 uncommon quality ice cubes a second, more or less. And then this top version is giving us, what, 32, like... 2.5, maybe 3, so we are making the quality worse, but also who cares, the stuff is just pumped out of no, keep doing, yeah, just do, yeah, this. And so this offshore pump here is the reason this entire build was kind of finicky and awkward, because you can You can offshore pump a thing and then landfill around a thing and then concrete around that, and this offshore pump still works fine. That's what's happening. Except the reason why it was annoying here is that we needed to find a space between the natural islands where this would fit, because we still can't put an offshore pump anywhere we like. We would have to get rid of the things that were in the way, but that didn't happen. That was not a thing that could happen everywhere. So yeah, and then other fun things that are happening with this. We're getting a bunch of water out here. This is probably fine. It's fine. Getting a bunch of water out, turning a bunch of things into high quality ice cubes, and then these two guys will only take regular quality ice because that's what they've got. We also have, yeah, an ammonia surplus. So let's actually, how are we going to connect this ammonia to the other ammonia source, which was, we can run this out a little further now, can't we? Here, and then, okay, we've got all this concrete, I've got all this ice. I guess I'm happy having that much ice. It was going to be a necessary thing we were going to do at some point. Sure. Tidying up this whole area is also a thing I'm kind of happy about. So, this is also still not running because we also needed to get... Is it just fuel in these things? I think we are going to get... Oh, it's also... Oh no, wait. Those belts didn't matter. These were more belts that were just forcing sideloading. Oh yeah. These are the ones that we need to figure out how to defrost. And then we've got to, yeah, sushi all of this back to the main base. Anyway, the way the rest of this works. We're kicking out roughly 40 ice a second. These guys are using maybe 8. These recyclers are using maybe 20, and will only take stuff... I mean, they will take some of the uncommon stuff. They will also take the regular stuff, and then these two inserters will just take everything. And this piece of belt here is so that... I wonder if we can see it. Without this piece of belt, this recycler will put ice on the top. We don't want that. We want this piece of belt here so that this recycler will put this ice, he said, ping it up again, on the bottom of the belt, so it's on the opposite side to these two inserters, so that we can get more stuff out of this belt, which needs to connect over here or something. So yeah, recycling a pile of ice, turning a pile of ice into landfill, getting a bunch of stuff frozen, making a whole lot of ice at quality, speed beacons on the quality stuff because we don't care about the inputs, we just want to get stuff out. Yeah, we need to get fuel in here as well. Where is... Hexacube happens to be exactly where we want them. Okay, drop down... Oh, we already dropped down... Yeah, give me these. I guess we already dropped... Give me roboports. I guess we already dropped the... Oh, I already have these chests. I want these chests. Because I think we're going to be figuring out places where we can put request chests. But then the other thing we need to do, and the reason why this is currently not working is, yeah, this stuff is blocked. Which means these guys aren't venting their ammonia, but also we've got to figure out a way to combine these belts. How much are we getting out of this? And basically, can we sideload these two guys? These are giving me 10 per second. If you're making 40 a second, 20, 10. So we're getting maybe 10 from these guys as well, yeah, which is why these needed to be on different sides. I don't... Actually... I think this one has to be a different belt. But I think these ones... Are we still going to be able to find a position where we can fuel these two turrets? Oh yes, over here. Yes. Good, we can still put a request chest like here and here, and an inserter. Inserters in here. Okay, good. Because I wanted to figure out if we could merge these belts like so. Okay. Do you need to be... You don't need to be right there. Okay, so we've got ice coming out, we've got ice at a variety of qualities, we've got also ice over here. Yeah, sure, whatever. We'll worry about that later too. Oh yeah, because it was... You've got an extra pipe. Yeah, all this kind of massaging of heat pipe stuff. How do we connect? Can we go this way? Can we also just go through here? Do we need to make sure that these guys stay fueled? But also, I mean, nothing super crucial in the base dies if... Nothing super crucial in the base dies if this all shuts down for a bit. We can just manually fuel this for a while, and then we've got this. Yeah, you're gonna have to redo all of this. This belt needs to... This is the... Oh, this is the side-loaded belt. So, in fact, this one we're gonna move. Yeah, that guy we're gonna move so that this thing can't go there, it has to go here. Are we happy with this as a plan? Because we also want to get... Yeah, we want to send a full belt of ice cubes down here, which we can do on this line, I guess. But specifically normal quality ice cubes. Can we do it on this line? Just. Just is also the best way to be doing things. Sure, normal things. Okay, that one didn't reach. Ice cubes getting into the rocket fuel build. I saw something frozen there. Why are you... Can we not do that? Okay, good. And then we just need to get... That's already max range, so I guess we're doing another underground here to also heat pipe these guys. Do we need... Because if we go here... I don't actually care how these things sideload. I just want one thing to sideload into the other. And so... Yeah, because the idea was, if we turn these belts here, can we have ourselves a... I guess we're doing this with red splitters? We actually need to upgrade the splitter, and we currently do not have a function for upgrading the splitter. Ice cubes on one side. Is that actually gonna work? If we just get heat pipe over here, I think we have, which we might have needed anyway, and then we quality shift this to have quality ice on one side. Let's merge all of these just so we're moving the heat around. Let's find some more belt. We've got, oh yeah, we've got all of this ice as well, which we don't really need. Here, and then we've got a belt of, yeah, reasons why I wanted to run the quality ice up this way is we also may be getting regular quality ice. I think we stop asking for regular quality ice and we only ask orbit for uncommon and rare quality ice. Wait, there was something that oh, was it landfill? That... It might have been, actually. I think I might have been thinking about doing something like... Yes. If we go here and we say you also will be making us landfill, and you run pipes like so. That one can't go here. Ammonia goes this way. And then we can take this stuff. How many do you need? You only need one, and so that's fine. Okay, so we can get this stuff just arriving somewhere pretty normally. And I think this, yeah, this is the reason why we were still going to request normal quality ice cubes. I don't know, still a bunch of them from space. Yeah, there's no danger of us shooting those up to space. Okay, so all this ice we have. Why do we have? Okay, oh yeah, because we lifted other stuff in there. Okay, so this assembler is going to be making. Yeah, so these assemblers will just work from whatever we've got over here, which is blocked because, oh yeah, blocked because we're not using any of the other ice, but that's fine. Is the grid fine? The grid is mostly fine. Yeah, we've got everything else we wanted here. We've got to figure out a place for the storage build to go, and then I did want, oh yeah, that's right. That was the other reason why we're doing this. I think you can just take fuel directly from... And we've got other heat pipes down there. I don't think we need these heat pipes. I was also thinking about how we could get the other kinds of ice that we are dropping from orbit. Do we actually need uncommon ice from orbit? I think we're getting... Maybe we're getting enough uncommon ice? Because even just from these guys, we just said 10 uncommon ice per second. And some of this is getting kicked out, yes, but I think we can presume that we're going to get all the uncommon ice we want, which can simplify this interface significantly, because I didn't really want to be looking at that. I wanted to say this wants to use filters for specifically rare ice. And we've got a pile of other uncommon ice as well. Fine. And I think we're going just generally... What is all this doing? How did we get so much technical debt so quickly? Which side are we putting? We're putting the... Okay, let's put the rare ice on the other side. And now we have... Yeah, these two belts of ice, which we are going to flush slightly. And all the rare ice we picked up can get dumped in here. This uncommon ice, I still... Yeah, I think the thing we do is... We got to figure out where a science build is going. Do you guys have... Yeah, if we actually could be venting the rest of this ice, that would be cool. Oh yeah, that's a thing we want. In here... How are you guys not frozen? Oh, there's a heat pipe here. In here... We want a thing that will prioritize input, but then also recycle. That's pretty important, because if this ever blocks up on regular ice because power grid or this stuff fills up, we need to continue to be recycling out that ice. Then also, similarly here, we also want to be doing the same thing, and I'm trying to figure out where this can go. If we pull this back, like so, because we can heat this from the other side. And then the plan is, I actually wanted to, did I want to merge or did I want to top up? Don't actually think it matters. We want to be able to, yeah, because if we, what's this? Can I pick this up? Maybe, not quite. Okay. Where... I want to get rid of all of this ice, all of this uncommon ice from my inventory, which is a nice thing to have until we just got way too much of it. And then I want to figure out how to get this ice and this ice, and maybe we just do it over here, because this space is getting kind of congested, and we want another, yeah, we want another couple of recyclers somewhere. Doesn't matter where, it might not, that are going to recycle all of the ice. Maybe we have to do this with long-handed inserters. These guys, this is mostly going to be inserter bottleneck, doesn't it? Yeah, we've picked up all this heat pipe, which is nice. If it's inserter bottlenecked, then we can hit it harder. That's really nicely placed. And then the idea here is we can just... do we have this on the wrong place at the moment? We do kind of have this the wrong place, don't we? Sure, whatever. So we're getting all of the uncommon ice, and then this output belt... oh yeah, undergrounds. Use the undergrounds, because that's how we get the heat pipe through. To this heat pipe, which is also significantly hotter. We don't need this part of this build to be this hot, probably. So maybe... yeah, whatever. We're not going to worry about it. No, because these belts specifically wanted to be here. Is that true? I think we put this stuff here instead, so that we can have a little more freedom with where we move this belt to next, because that's got to get to the sciences, allegedly. Okay, so... this belt, and then these guys are going to combine and go over here, or something. Yeah, do you not connect, or are you just not... are you just complaining because you're cold? Okay, so we've got outputs here, outputs over here. This splitter was to say we can run these things into these inserters or these inserters, and I kind of don't care. But also we've got this... wait, no we do not. Because here we needed another splitter so that we are only giving these guys... yeah, so we are only putting... you know what? I think we can do this differently. Use filters for rare ice cubes. That's what's going in there. Yeah, I like that a lot, because now we can just run this back in here. Bit of heat pipe. Bit more heat pipe. And we are online. I mean, we are also going to be trashing rare ice cubes if we ever run them through. But I think I'm kind of fine with that. And then we've got to figure out where science can go, for which I wanted all of this landfill that we are allegedly making. Yeah, okay, fine. Can we get the science built today? And is the science just going up here because we've got this stuff up here? Maybe. Oh, because you guys got cold. Okay. So now, oh, we've also run out of quality modules. Get more quality modules. Oh, these were quality 3s and we've run out of quality 3s. I don't think we needed any more quality 3s. You can have... We're going to spread this around a bit. But then I don't think it matters. And... yeah, we are running into the problem that... if we sideload this way, then the stuff coming off this belt here will have priority here. So this is just going to go around and around forever. Yeah, we need to figure out where this science build can go. Okay, so we've got most of this built. We need to get heat in here somehow, and I think we were going to... I think one of the plans was going to be to build it alongside this power grid, and then we ended up not... Would that have been a good spot? Would over here have been a better spot? Oh, we wouldn't have the landfill. We needed the natural sources of landfill over here. Never mind. Do we have enough landfill for all of this? Yes. Can we tag this heat in like so? Maybe. Why don't we have modules in these things? I'm pretty sure the outside ones were one of each, yeah? Yes. One of each, but we were downgrading these to rare beacons, and then we've also turned this into blue belt so that we can get more of them on either side. Mostly I just want to be making science today. Can we get to making science today? Let's get all of this kind of scratch area stuff back. Oh, this guy needed to be somewhere in here. Should we leave a bit of space for heat belt and things like that? I think so. I think this guy can also help us heat the front of this thing. And then, isn't there... There is. Do we have... Are we going to be able to... Oh yeah, we didn't actually do the blue belt. Because the silos, I guess, are going here. Which we do have. But I don't think we have the landfill for it at the moment. This is running. We are getting a lot more of this stuff out. Yeah, can we just... I guess we need to be using this belt of stuff. Yeah, so somewhere in here, so these ones are the rare ones, these ones are the uncommon ones, and so it looks like we are planning on... that can't move up. How are we going to do this? Because we've got this belt of ice coming through this way. It does look a whole lot like we are going to be... Get me some more belt. Maybe get some more of these. Running this science up. Because I don't know that we have left ourselves a lot of space to go in any other direction. And then this is also going to have to go underground, which is fine. So, where can we get these pipes through? Can we get... That's not going to be good. Actually, we could use the top. We could just go... Can we move this beacon one? Yes. So if we can move that beacon one, we can move this by one. And we can do a nasty thing like so. And now we can get... So that is one of the sources of things we want to get. And then there's somewhere... Did we actually push a pipe? Oh, we pushed a pipe through to here. This is not super helpful, is it? Can we get... through to here, and then this hot source we can run over here, which is next to the lithium we want to get in anyway. This is feeling like it's going to turn into a long episode. But I might also just be happy that we are at least going to get the science running today, maybe. Give me some of these. I just wanted you to have stuff. And also, didn't I put some rare ice in here? So that as soon as we connect this guy, which I think we can do... what is this thing doing? Oh wow, it's just... this is no good. Can we go further? Yes, because now this is good for definitions of good. This is where the corner needs to be. These don't need to exist. Maybe we were using this for another pipe at some point as well. This is a better spot. And this might actually get us science running. It does in fact get us science running. Yeah, we've got to spaghetti this ice belt through as well. Is that going to be a thing that... I think that's a thing we're doing now. Rather than... Yeah, you have all of this ice. That's going to get turned into landfill, which is super good. We need to unpack this stuff. There's a nice space through here for a little bit of heat pipe. We should get ourselves... That's not the silo. This is the silo. Some more undergrounds. This ice is coming out here and is fine. Are we just going to make a mess? I think we're just going to make a mess. And... You know, this is fine. Things are okay. Yeah, because we've got to get these two... Oh no, these are the output belts, aren't they? We also need to get... so we can't use that one. Oh, we could not, in fact, have moved this beacon. Unless we get some other sort... I mean, okay, so these are connected via different heat sources. I don't like it. I think we're going to need more heat. But this will... not like that. This will kind of work. I'm happy with the assertion that this will kind of work. It does look like it will kind of work. We've got, yeah, we've got rare quality cryozones on here. It's fine. Yeah, we've got to get... I think we break this. I think we can, if we want to, connect the heat this way. Which is actually fine, because this guy is automatically fueled. This guy is getting... okay, only when we're venting ammonia, which should be all the time. But I think I'm okay with that. Okay, where's my... Where's my ice belt? Here's my ice belt. We're still doing recycling. These guys aren't all running yet, but maybe it gets better when we turn the science on. Who knows? And then... Can we power this with one power pole? We can. Then we will. So... This one is our rear input, and the rear is here. So I think we figure out... just a place to split this pretty nicely, yeah? You can go there, and then we can connect this to the other heat system. Where's... piece of belt? We want the uncommon stuff on one side. We spaghetti this through here. We figure out... yeah, we're just going to smash this in, and it's going to be fine. underground to, say, here? Does that work if we heat everything? Automated science. An outrageous rate of automated science. Why are you... Oh, because you've got uncommon ice on the end of it. Why are you not... Oh, yeah, because you've also got all the stuff. Okay, fine. And then if we defrost this thing... Why have we got... Oh, because we did something slowly. Okay, so... Pull this back one. Shunt it up here. Side load all of this. Defrost these pieces. This piece doesn't matter because all it does is force a side load. We are over here and we just need to get in here. And we're good. For concerning definitions of good. Seems like a long episode. We've got science running. Get stuff out of my inventory. Thanks. And yeah, you had lithium. Why don't we have... Oh, we haven't got all the modules we need. We're down to the last 4 efficiency modules. Yeah, this is definitely a place to call an episode. I think it's been pretty long. We got a thing working, kind of.